Well, hello today. I hope you're having a good day. This is Asian Redneck Show, and this is Billy Bob, your host. And I hope you're doing wonderful today. I want to talk to every single one of you listening to me right now. In case nobody loves you, guess what? I love you. This show loves you. And Billy Bob, that's me. I love you so much. Just close your eyes. Imagine yourself right now. Lay down on the floor. Okay? Tell me when you're done. Now, give yourself a big hug. Just hold on to yourself. And now say, Billy Bob is giving me a bear hug. Anyhow, I hope you're feeling better. Today's story is about, listen to me very carefully. This is a story about the wise monk and the lost boy. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled at the foot of a mountain, lived a wise old monk. This monk was known to be kind and have tons of wisdom, and the villagers often sought his counsel and his advice. One day, this little boy wandered into the village, lost and all alone. Oh, my goodness, I was so sad for that little boy. Anyhow, the boy was crying. Well, I'm going to cry now, too. Anyhow, he was crying. He didn't know how to get back home. He was lost. Anyhow, the villagers tried to help him, but none of them knew where he came from. The old wise monk saw the boy, and he approached him, and he said, "Why are you crying, my child?" And the monk asked him gently. He said so softly, "Why are you crying? Why?" Anyhow, the lost boy said, "I'm lost." And the boy said between sobs, "I don't know how to get back home." See, the monk smiled kindly and took the little boy's hand and said, "Don't worry, I'm going to help you," he said. The monk then asked the villagers if anyone recognized the boy, but nobody did. Nobody. Anyhow, the monk took the little boy to his monastery, where the little boy lived with other monks who shared his kindness and his wisdom. And for many, many, many months, the monk and his fellow monks took care of that little boy. They taught him everything, karate, kung fu, all the Chinese practices, all that kind of stuff. They taught him how to read. They taught him how to write. They taught him how to say monk jokes. I've never heard a monk joke before. Anyhow, they taught him, the ways of the world. They taught him about money. They taught him about kindness, about religion, all the religions. They taught him about Jesus Christ. I didn't know they did that there. Anyhow, the boy was happy, but he still missed his family. And one day a traveler passed through the village, recognized the boy, and said, he was from a neighboring village, and knew the boy's family. The traveler was able to reunite the boy with his family, and they were oh so overjoyed to find the little boy again. This is many years later. He was kind of bigger now. Anyhow, and they were so happy to have him back. The boy went to visit this wise old man, this wise old monk again, to say goodbye and thank him for everything. The monk smiled and he said, "Remember, my child, that even when you feel lost, there are always people willing to help you and find your way." Anyhow, the boy hugged the monk and said, "Thank you for helping me find my way." I think that means I will always remember you. Anyhow, so the boy returned home with his newfound appreciation for the kindness of strangers and the wisdom of the wise old monk. The village and the monastery continued to thrive, and the people learned to help one another just as the monk had helped this lost boy. I hope that story means something to you. You don't always have to feel alone. And if you're ever feeling alone, you just reach out to me, Billy Bob, because I love you, just like that monk loved that little boy. Okay? Now, you guys have a great day, have a great night, and have a great life. This is Asian Redneck Show, and this is Billy Bob.